Breastfeeding is important and offers lots of benefits for babies and new moms. Today we are going to explore how to make breastfeeding a little bit easier. And we're joined by Buckeye Health Plan, who is here to share expert advice and helpful insights about breastfeeding. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, so to start, can you tell us a little bit about the advantages of breastfeeding for babies and moms?
Sure, so breastfeeding offers a lot of really great benefits for both mom and baby. When we talk about benefits for baby, the breast milk has a lot of great nutrients to support their growth and protection against illness. It also helps support brain development. For those babies that are born early, it offers a lot of extra nutrients and protection against illness for those small babies. Additionally, when we talk about benefits for mom, it helps your body recover after delivery, helps strengthen the bond with your baby, and additionally, it reduces your risk of developing breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Also burns calories, so helps you lose that pregnancy weight.
Yeah, with all those benefits, you think, oh, it's going to be easy, I'll just do this. But I know when I was doing it, there are some challenges. So how do moms overcome some of those challenges?
Yeah, for sure, some challenges in the beginning. It's just not easy to kind of learn those techniques, and a bit painful kind of as you learn those things. Yeah. So babies end up eating every 2 to 3 hours, so it's important for mom to be mindful of what she is eating or drinking, because that can be passed through the breast milk and upset the baby's stomach. If you are able to try and breastfeed in the first hour after birth, that's a really good start. That skin to skin also helps regulate the baby's temperature and helps them latch a little bit easier. If baby is able to remain in the room with you, that's great, because then you can hear when baby is hungry, pick up on those cues and be able to try and breastfeed right away. So listening for things like, you know, that sucking noise they make or sucking on their fingers and being able to feed them then. So the babies end up eating, you know, about 8 to 12 times a day. So
I remember that.
Yeah. A lot of work for mom. Yeah. But so 8 to 12 times a day. So important to watch baby's weight to make sure they're not losing too much weight, because it is common, you know, in the first couple weeks, if you're breastfeeding, for baby to lose a little bit of weight. You want to make sure it's not too much, so checking in with your provider if you have concerns around that. Also making sure that baby is having enough wet diapers each day is really important.
Yeah, so a lot to keep track of there, isn't it?
Yes, for sure. So, you know, if you're going to be away from baby and have concerns about keeping up with your supply, it's important to know you can use a breast pump to continue to get that milk out, save it for the baby, and then that will help keep up with your supply. If your breasts are kind of full, it's important to make sure that you are pumping or breastfeeding every few hours to help with that relief.
Yeah, those are really, really good tips. Many things to think about when you're breastfeeding. What about moms who can't, for whatever reason, breastfeed? What can they do?
Yeah, so for moms that aren't able to breastfeed, there are still some really great options to make sure baby is getting, you know, all the nutrients they need. You can try a pump, so using a breast pump to get that breast milk out and store it, you know, in breast milk storage bags or a bottle to give to baby at a later date. But also, if either of those aren't an option for you and you're just struggling a lot, you can check with your hospital to see if they offer donor breast milk.
That's a very good idea. Talk a little bit about why it's important for moms to visit their doctor right after giving birth. It doesn't stop. You have to keep going,
correct.
Right?
Yeah. So important for both mom and baby to get to those wellness visits after birth. You know, for baby, they're going to be checking, making sure that baby is gaining weight, having enough of those wet diapers we talked about earlier. For mom, really important for her to check in, see if she's having any complications or issues after delivery. If she is breastfeeding, you know, important to discuss, you know, any pain she may be having, to decipher, you know, is this common? Is this something you could use a lanolin cream with to help, or could you possibly have mastitis, which is an infection of the breast that would require antibiotics? Also, a really good time to check with your provider and see if they offer any lactation consults or, you know, education, so that can help navigate you on this journey.
Yeah, it's important to know that there is help out there. You don't have to go it alone, and you can reach out. And I know Buckeye Health Plan offers some help and support, right?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Buckeye has a lot of great services and programs for our pregnant and postpartum postpartum moms. So one of those things are that we offer free breast pumps for our moms. We offer free breast milk storage bags and other supplies. We also wrote out a campaign this year kind of highlighting our encouragement and support around breastfeeding for coverage of things like the breast pump, the bags, but also coverage of lactation consultants and education, coverage for pregnancy group education classes, connection to doulas, which are covered as well, which is a support person to help you both in your pregnancy and or the postpartum period, however you would find that helpful. And then also offer nurse home visiting. And then we also have a really great program that is called Start Smart for Your Baby. And through that program, it's for any of our pregnant moms. We work to ensure our members are connected with providers and then address any challenges they may have in getting to those provider visits. We are working to see if there are, any social or resource needs that we can assist with, connection to mental health support if needed, and then a host of other things. So, for any pregnant Buckeye member, you can just call Buckeye Member Services on the back of the ID card to get connected with our Start Smart for Baby team.
That is so awesome. It's like an A to Z. You guys help with a little bit of everything.
Yes, we do.
So good to hear. And thanks for sharing this information.
No problem.
And for more health information and tips, all you have to do is visit BuckeyeHealthPlan.com.